going on, Music Familia? This is Antman hanging out at Carolina Hemp Company for Hempy Halloween. I'm hanging out with the Hill Bound Gypsies. How you guys doing today?
Good, thank you. Thanks for having us.
Doing great.
First and foremost, thank you guys for doing what you do as artists, musicians, and coming out today, playing out in this Ohio weather we're having today. So let's talk a little bit about the band. How long have you guys been in music?
Myself, 30-some years, which she's been with me 20-some, so. But Dusty and I have been...
Yeah, personally, probably 15 years, and I've been playing with these guys ever since the start, really.
And so I had a couple of people that came out to the show today thinking that you guys were a family. And they originally were like, I know they're married, but is that their son? And I was like, I'm not going to ask that question.
You said our house enough, yeah.
Yeah.
I qualify, probably.
Yeah.
And we are old enough to...
Yeah.
I think
Sadly, we are old enough
that may have where it came from. So with as long as you guys have been in music, what were some of the influences for you guys getting started early on?
You know, for me, it was just out of high school band and just kind of wanting to try the guitar, try something different, you know.
Yeah, I think for us, like Hendrix, Fish, definitely. Grateful Dead, definitely.
Yeah.
But today we played all originals because we just wanted to bring out, you know, nothing that anybody had heard before. And, you know, he wrote a couple, you wrote a couple, we do a couple songs that some friends of ours that have passed, you know, paying homage to them and continuing on their music.
Yeah.
With their graces, yeah.
So when you guys sit down to write music and put music together, we're talking about three creative minds coming together. And I know these days it's really hard for some bands to like put that together, get three minds to sit down and come up with some content. What is the easiest part for you guys to when you guys sit down to write?
A lot of times it'll be like his song or his song. He's like, I'm messing with this, and then we'll just kind of tweak it and be like, okay, well, I can do harmony here, or let's add a little bit of this here. And then with his guitar playing, it's like, okay, we're gonna put a bridge in here and do that. Mm-hmm. So it's more that way. We pretty much come up with an idea and bring it to everybody else at the table, and we dissect it and turn it into something. And we have a recording studio at our house, so we'll like record it and be like, okay, well, this could be better if we did that type of deal.
What's the hardest part for you guys when you guys come together to put some music together?
Initial inspiration, I feel, you know, and coming up with something new is usually the hardest part.
Yeah. How has COVID impacted you guys as artists and musicians? I know a lot of places have been really bogged down. Artists, musicians really have kind of had to go back to the drawing board, so to speak. What has it been like for you guys?
Well, really, it actually helped our music situation because we all work full time. So, I mean, this whole COVID thing, we got laid off. So it gave us a lot of time to get together and practice a lot. So we've been doing a lot for our music.
We practice. We get together like 4 or 5 times a week for
Oh,
like
wow.
2 or 3 hours a night, you know.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it is.
So,
Blessed that way.
so with you guys writing, you know, the direction for Hill Bound Gypsies, where do you guys see yourselves in this? If things ever get back to normal, what is your guys' plan?
We used to have a drummer or two at one point. We had a keyboard player. We had other rhythm guitar players. Horn section. But with the way life falls around and this and that, when the COVID happened, it was kind of like it was just us three anyway. So who knows? Who knows?
Doing full bands now. It
Right.
seems like the acoustic seems like the way to get in the door, and that's what it. Basically, we've kind of adapted. He'd actually just picked that 5-string acoustic up here not too long ago because we started realizing that nobody's really doing electric music right now. So
I would say in 5 years we're going to be happy and jamming.
Yes, no, I would say so. If we have a drummer, then fine. If we don't, fine.
It seems like what hinder other bands doesn't really hinder you guys. You guys kind of have a different mindset than a lot of other bands.
It's been a learning curve, and I will say that starting out, we had a drum machine to kind of get us to, keep us on beat, but then we just got stronger and we're like, we don't need it. We'll do without. And that's kind of our philosophy now is make it work.
So with you guys writing and being in music as long as you guys have, are there catalogs or notepads laying around that don't have don't have anything you guys haven't picked up yet? I know.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Tons and tons.
Yeah.
Stacks.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I wish you would have wrote the chords on it. It's like, what was I thinking here? And now, so yeah, we got, piles of that. I'm sure he's at his house as well.
Yeah. So getting into music and stuff like that, what would be some advice that you guys would have for any of the viewers watching home, that are like, hey, I want to pick up a music instrument, or hey, I do this, but what could I do better? What advice would you guys have for people out there?
I would say, take it serious and work. That's been, my biggest thing is, keep, whatever your instrument is, don't give up, keep after it. Nowadays, it's a different generation where, there's so much information on YouTube, that you can pretty much find what you're looking for. When I started, that wasn't there, and you had to go take a lesson or just sit down and really work hard. I think that anybody can do it, and you should go for it.
I feel that don't ever think that you're not good enough. Just keep going. Keep going. You're going to get better. Keep woodshedding. Just keep pushing through. Keep going.
I think that you should take it seriously, but also at the same time you should have fun with it and don't let it get the best of you, because it is a frustrating experience.
It can be.
But it's great.
What advice would you have, ma'am? I know being a female, dealing with two dudes in a band and stuff like that. What is it like for you being a female artist or singer?
I tell you, with age, it's gotten easier because I have the mentality, I don't care. Everything's going to be fine in the long run. I try not to micromanage. I try to make sure that we're like, everybody got everything? Okay, let's just go and have a good time.
Yeah. I know a lot of people, the younger bands particularly, have a hard time sitting down and getting through an entire band practice without throwing a pick or getting irritated or whatever. And it's a breath of fresh air to see a band come in so relaxed and mellow and, as my grandmother would say, have their poop in a group. Yeah, exactly. So I thank you guys for doing what you do as artists and musicians. Definitely, it's a delight to see you guys play. And today was my first time seeing you guys play, and it was really awesome to see all the original music you guys have and stuff like that. Is there any social media or any websites you guys have where people can find your music or find you?
They can find us on Facebook at Hill Bound Gypsies or HBG in the search. And, we thought about a website. We do occasionally put up some music, but we haven't really, overwhelmed Facebook with it. We would rather bring it out here, but, we are thinking about maybe getting a little bit more. And maybe, knowing you now, we might, be able to get some advice on that. And
Yeah.
we appreciate what you're doing as well. So,
We're
thank you for taking the time.
We're open for bookings.
Right on, yeah.
We'll travel.
So where are you guys located at? That's a good question. I was going to ask, where are you guys located at?
We're in Morgan County. We're all from Morgan County, which is southeast Ohio.
Okay.
We like to road
Few
trip.
rednecks.
Yeah, that's awesome. I'm from the country, and I feel like I'm a country boy stuck in the city kind of thing, so it's nice to break out and get away from this crazy stuff time to time. So I'm definitely gonna do that. So thank you guys for coming and hanging out and talking to me today. I appreciate you guys.
Thank you so much.
And again, thank you for doing what you do as artists and musicians. It was definitely a pleasure having you guys today.
Look us up.
All right.